inject yourself into that type of conversation. And obviously it takes legends like your Kennings, your Octanes, and obviously Envoy, a massive part of that as well. So you got to bring your very best. But I know on a Sunday when the championship lights are out, this is a team they have looked better since they got the young man on the roster. And at this point, it looks like they have all the tools. Pick a player on OpTic, and you can just talk about them for days with the talent that they have.
Absolutely. And again, a major implication for champs. A top 3 finish here for OpTic. See their seeding shift dramatically. That will change the bracket. But until then, we're going to start things off on Skyline. Get hot real quick here on Sunday. Thieves, we've seen plenty here. I wonder if they're going to get their streaks right in this one.
Hopefully, right? They're 0 for 2 in that regard, but outside of not being locked in with this streak, they are locked in on this map. They have been spamming it for good reason. And I know the hard point overall, maybe not the best record for either one of these teams, but that's because they have been going against the very best, and they have still been coming out on top.
I took a short walk around after Sally here at DreamHack, and I was completely surrounded by OpTic jerseys. They're in out full force here in Texas. And so are they into the hard point. Hiram might get the kills, but it's Mercules and Shotzi finding the opening time, and we're already looking for a bit of P2 love as well.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm feeling like a Shotzi for 40. This man looks like he has been on a mission. He has been quiet out of game, but in game, roaring. But Hydra, the exact same thing. Thieves, they exchange a little bit of that early P1 time, but they got the left side spawns, and maybe long term in a good spot, but Mercules continues to snap, going against one of the best ARs in the game, already taking him down.
The shot's in. Shotzi has managed to make... Oh, no! All down! What a read and what a reaction from Scrap. That's going to be a lead change as well for the LAThieves. Going into P2. Big opportunity here to run it away.
Oh, that gets spawn kill left and right by Hydra. You're going on the crossplay. Already tattered and tagged up. Mercules traded out, and OpTic, no more presence they have on this map. It was a good opening break from OpTic. Well, since then, nothing but Scrap, and his pre-fires have been on point. These, when they're on form on this map, it looks like flow state, but Mercules, the lead man, attempting to break it down, at the very least from OpTic, to keep Thieves out of the top.
Yeah, good job. Nice to break through the line for a second, but Thieves still holding this one. P2 in their hands now, taken away. Hydra on the road, prowling around. It's going to be the Island Man, hitting all these different angles of the point over the shots. He gets himself in 3 dead. Last man up, Ghosty. Can you clean him out of the backline? No, he still goes undefeated. Hard point in the hands of OpTic, but a problem first and foremost.
Yeah, and you see that's one of those moments for OpTic. They're not always the best at keeping track of players, and it's going to be a little bit annoying. And again, they have to turn their heads for a little bit. You don't get the space you want to on the map, and now Envoy roars through and picks up 2.
Yeah, it's another really great hold out of Thieves. P2 treating right. 10 seconds to go. We go to the kitchen. Oh, young Mercules finds us there first. It's going to get that kill. Shotzi and Co reinforce. Find the usual corners, the day ones. We'll see if we can't find a bit of time here for OpTic.
Yeah, they're picking up the pinch as well. Who, one of the most important gunfights he's got Envoy to toy with, and at least he's calming the whole way through. Are they going to try to force it through on the flank, or go for the hit on the time? It looks like Thieves have cleared all this space, but a tight setup coming in from OpTic. They still have everything covered, and you don't have to trade kills if everybody wins their ones. It's Hoop with an AR, holding it down.
Another 3 down. Next wave of Thieves, here they come. Hoop. From the head of the table, he gets his head taken off. One boy's going to find that. Shot over the top. Sends it. 30 seconds to go here, and you're still looking for the flip.
This is interesting from OpTic again. They're playing a tight setup. They're not playing for the spawn just yet. They want this final 30. They're trying to be the super soakers on P3, but all the trades roll through. Dashi, last man standing and overwhelmed. And OpTic never played for the spawn, so Thieves a minor advantage going into new time. OpTic, though, the final 10 they have to try to break it down. Mercules, again, the front man for the team.
And he spawns up and he runs right through P1. What a battle. That's a great route to take. Hydra, though. Uh-oh, you didn't kill the first shots you had, and now you've got 3 down. What an opportunity taken, an opportunity destroyed by LA.
Yeah, the entry AR, not a typical thing you're going to see on Skyline, but sometimes the map just delegates to go that direction. But Thieves on the P4 looking good. They got the grass under control, and the hit right now coming for every angle.
Every single angle, the timing of this is going to be essential. Okay, first blood, Dashi. Oh, 1-2, it's 3 down. Last man out of the play, 35 on the time.
And that is a quick and clean break as well. Still a 20-point deficit you're working from, but now they got the full setup on the minimap. Shotzi, he is taking so much space.
He's already starting off things well at 12-9, not a problem whatsoever. On the other side of the board, the Thieves, nothing crazy in the kills department, but wonderful control of the map. 20 seconds here on Boston with Dashi. He's trying to hold his players back on the other side, but Hydra, he's got a hot hand here on Sunday. Over 100 points we go.
Yeah, this is a back and forth blood battle right now between these two squads. And on the slaying category right now, Thieves have the smallest of extra edges, but it's only for a 30-point game. But Hydra may be getting hot. That is a 5 now, make it 6-3 before he falls. We're back towards P1. Thieves, honestly, looking at this tournament, they've been the best P1 team in the game.
This is so central, folks. Not everyone finds great time out of it, but these boys have seemed to crack the code. Scrap, a miracle to stay alive there. Quick reposition. Trying to take care of anything he can here, but that's 3 dead. An opportunity once again to flip it. You've got a window to work with. Ghosty slams it shut with a 3.
Yeah, he's turned getting rid of the trophies too, and yeah, you're just going to root that guy out at a time. And once again, LAThieves maintaining the left side spawn, so they have multiple advantages now on this map. Their P1, it has been their bread and butter, and it was Hydra originally on the 5 spree. Well, now it's Ghosty's turn.
Ghosty on the side 5. Nearly. He's looking for streaks as well. I mean, a little bit of a curse for the boys as of recent, but we'll see if they can't turn that upside down. Right now, Hydra trying to turn everyone upside down and inside out, but it's Shotzi with the break.
Yeah, and take a look at that flip. Is call it Shotzi, managing to make sure he gets through, but Otis, Scrap of Mercules and Hoop there to gun him down.
That's a full of holes. Perfect looking setup right now for the OpTic boys. Young Mercules from P1. Can't get a second. Hydra now over the top. Scrap making his way through the outside. He doesn't check the garden furniture, and Hoop gets a 2. A little bit of a twisted spin for the crowd.
Yeah, dude, throw in the 360. That's when you know who is turned.
He's feeling great. Mercules now on the left flank. Over to Ghosty. Through the top, couple tags. That gunfight's going to go on. He wins it. So now an avenue to work with. Downstairs, safe. Shotzi gets that. Over to Dashy now. A lot to deal with. The teamwork now for OpTic starting to work out. We're getting the flow going.
Yeah, how about these juggernauts getting after it? First, it was Hydra that goes in the 5 spree. He's got 20 kills. Well, Shotzi right now attempting to catch him. It's a 6 spree, and kills like that are easy. That Hellstorm. Shotzi is knocking on the door.
Once the hill time, we're going to change it up. And he hasn't got it yet. But real close. What a brilliant P2 for OpTic. The Thieves kept at bay.
Yeah, Shotzi is the personification of flow state. He does have the Hellstorm secured. And OpTic have already shown they're willing to play the tight setups on P3 and give up those back before spawn. So they have the tool to break the break. Of course, though, they're going to have to actually get there. For the moment, LAThieves holding on to this time. Miles, I tell you, they are bringing the heat. A 20-point lead currently, but OpTic, they're in towards P3, making moves.
We'll keep you folks updated with what's going on right now. We're back over on here. The house should be up in a moment. Shotzi's on a 3 spree. Mercules on time, soaking away. It's a 2 spree in the feed now for OpTic Texas. Thieves, a 3-man hit right on through. Lead change. There's a contest in the hard point. OpTic fighting forward. Mercules from the back line. 3 dead. 3 dead for the Thieves. Last man Ghosty down. Hard point OpTic.
And there you go. The break is in. Thieves, how are you going to try to work yourself to this P4? You want to go on top? Shotzi's here. Do you trade him out? Sure, but every single OpTic player filling in the right positions.
Close game. Going into the bathroom once again. Second set. Hook on the close contest. The entire OpTic lineup is here. Opening fight goes the way of Dashi. A team kill. Slows Thieves down. Mercules joins him in the feed. And from up high, it's Shotzi. Can't get 2. Good damage. Over to Hook.
He's called out everybody one shot. Now you know the contestant's in. Who gonna child trades out? And that's 3, making all 4 in the feed for OpTic Texas. They have the lead. Now you can run it up.
Big Bruce on a 5 spree now from the back line. Not going to be soaking time. Do we look for the top cap play? There's 30 seconds to go. Bathroom starting to get going. The trophies are working. Not a throw to be found. Hiding there on the close contest. What a 2-piece. That's going to be the hard point for the Thieves.
And I'm thinking on this P1, this might be Shotzi investment time to use that Hellstorm, the rebreak on the P4, and they build themselves a super solid lead. A 40-point game after the second set of rotations, and there are players crawling everywhere on this map.
He's in position. Eyes on Shotzi when he respawns. That's not going to be number 6. Will we hit the Hellstorm? Or will we save it? Oh boy! The Phenom makes him 3 down.
Well, he's calling it in, so now it's going to be interesting spawn. And I think Hydra is trying to hunt him down, so the Hellstorm should be able to root the guys out of time. And no, he goes to protect himself. He kills Hydra, so Ghosty gets to survive in P1, but not for long. Shotzi off the respawn, takes him down.
Evasive maneuvers keeps the missile alive, and now Hook from time, finding kills. Can they get anywhere on this? Yes, he can. 222 and climbing. There's 30 seconds to go. OpTic can win it here.
Yeah, you just want as much as you can. You're expecting rotation over towards P2, but Thieves are going to have to make the break, and there are no open avenues on the attack. OpTic Texas are gunning them down.
A stranglehold on P1. We gave flowers to the Thieves, but here they're going to get it done. 10 to go. 10 for the win. Mercury's now watching the ball. Ben finds another kill. Shotzi from in time, but you pluck OpTic out of it. Mercury's over to P2.
The kill's falling into his lap in Scrap right now. It is going to be him and two teammates now spawn in the back. It is their last-ditch effort to attempt to survive.
He's now hold it down. What a shot from Scrap. You managed to get yourselves in here. This has got to be squeaky clean.
OpTic, this is where you take your time playing for kills. Not the best start. Shots are going to fall. Mercury, it is an indoor hill to call the Hellstorm to your teammate. Get the kills off the back of it. Who can deliver? And now you got all four people on the break.
I don't know if it was good enough. Oh, Ghosty gets himself another. Slams in, and that's to be Mercury's waiting for the play. Hydroswarm drops, so he knows what's coming. Next wave of OpTic players on the way.
Well, I'm just letting him live. Now OpTic, everybody's back.
Right flank wide open, Ghosty sends it. Whoa! Daniel gets a 2. Scrap over the top, chasing these players down. No kill yet. Confirms it. Spawns in the back for OpTic. But oh boy! Oh my! 3 dead!
We have survived to the new hill. LAThieves can make it in your time. It is going to be a foot race to P3. LAThieves are here first, and OpTic got the split spawns.
Into the kitchen we go one last time. The stoves are hot, the plates are ready, and we are eating cockbang. It's 2 for Big Bruce. Goes to get entry. Last man in, Shotzi. OpTic, get the hill. OpTic, hold the time. OpTic, take map 1.
Explosive opener here.
The green ball ringing out through Texas. And another banging skyline here at DreamHack.
And this OpTic team recently, they have been unbelievable. All about their business and so calm on the main stage. They're not popping off. They're not going crazy. They are laser focused. And right now, it's looking like they have the dynamic. It is shades of the old OpTic roster. Dashing, just super soaking in the time, making sure you're keeping things under control. He got 2 minutes and 14 seconds inside of the hill, and he's doing that while having about the most damage on his team and topping the lobby. But everybody provides. Shotzi, 35 kills, and Mercury's 25 to 24, 13 assists. The man is on point, and it seemed like kills were falling into his lap. An electric game 1. OpTic starting their series off right.
You weren't far off. It was 35 for shots in the end. You called it 40-1-2 from there. And again, for the Thieves, look at them statistically. Back to sort of, the way they should be looking. We're not leading the kills department. Absolutely some insane pieces on the rotations, but OpTic, a couple of great moments here. Really, really good 2 pieces there. Day 1 spots again. We are talking about the basics. This is something that both of our teams have been so good at. But it's the first time OpTic have looked very comfortable against a team of this caliber in a while.
I gotta say as well for who, it just seems like he sort of developed a vision for this game. He has reputationally a player that is just he run it down, fly in your face, burn as many lives as possible. But as Black Ops 6 has developed, so is he. I mean, his comms have been completely on point for this squad, and he brings a much calmer energy now than we're used to for the Hoop experience. So they're adapting on the fly, making the improvements as time goes on. And for Thieves, it has been one of their best matches. The go-to on Skyline, they have played multiple times in this tournament. The loss they've really had is when they're incidentally calling in gunships. But that's how good Thieves are, that they're earning them in this moment. The ball on map 1, nothing short of impressive.
I mean, in its own right, but at the end of the day,
Incredibly impressive to do.
we've seen very few throughout the year. Great start there for OpTic. Steal the light from it. Give yourself a guarantee map 4 because we know how control goes. Of course, yesterday we did see a big win from Ultra against the Thieves in the mode. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. There's the game flow. A wicked comeback. Thieves at 153 at P1. Second set was all OpTic.
It is the P3s where they outscored them. The first go around, OpTic went from 24 to 65. The second P3, and I think Thieves had the rotation first. It turns into a mixy hill, but that's where OpTic actually take the lead, and then they secure the win on the third one. They're playing for the tight setup. They're playing a little bit of an adaptation game on Skyline. None of that extra emphasis on the back spawns. They're looking to be soakers. And P3, where they set themselves apart. Game plan dialed in, and now on the game plan front, OpTic Texas happy to see the dealership. Incredible new map in the series right now for this new team. The fans will be happy to see it as well.
Happy to see that, fans. Cool hat. A cool hat, guys. Dream Hat, absolutely looking good. Dealership on its way. Feeling good about this one. Again, Hassi in control after this. Very, very strong for the Thieves, obviously. Something one of the storylines was waxed endlessly. It's so shiny, you can see your reflection in it. But Championship Sunday, there's something in the air right now here in Texas. We'll see how this one goes down, Charles. Any real strong vibes, expectations going into this dealership?
I mean, listen, we talk about control for LAThieves all the time, so that means OpTic and just want to keep the foot on the gas. This is your map pick for the map number 2. They love to see the dealership. They have all the right tools as well, and Hercules has been incredible all turn long and in this game mode. Still in my mind, unbelievable that a rookie on very short notice joins a roster full of world champions and has been looking like their best player. So they have the tools. They seem nice and calm as well. Of course, on the flip side for LA, they've been outstanding. Every single game mode, they have Hydra and Trap, 2 of the best S&D players in the game, 2 of the best slayers in the game. They have some dominant wins on dealership as well. Make no mistake, this is a square.
But they have some of the sneaky spots, the wall bangs, the very nerdy angles we've seen OpTic show off in the online play. Of course, here on land, you would expect the Thieves to be very aware of that. We've been made aware of the little one-to-one action from Dashi and Scrap there over by the B-bomb site. We're starting to see a little bit of aggression out from the Thieves, and 8 over the top of the hook. Cars go boom, no damage.
You have Hydra maybe toying with the idea of a pinch, and as you state, cars go boom. Bombville collected.
Wait a minute.
Bruce got the tag.
Dashi! 3! Wow, what a start! Bomb planted. 3v1 for Ghosting. Trades out. Bruce from atop the 18-wheeler finds 3.
Yeah, that's where the second look of 3 kill there in S&D. I think every single player got caught off guard by that one, except for Dash. He had it dialed in. But by the way, in the player cam, he didn't calm a single thing. He did not blink. He was the Terminator. He had blood in his sights.
Ruthless 3P. Here he is again. Scrap on the sprint, Envoy desperately trying to find cover, and then Hydra thinks, I got this, he's weak, right? Yeah, think again. Big Bruce, what a 3.
And how about this? I mean, OpTic breaking out the tech. Not always the team that is sort of setting the meta, but they're the ones showing off the goods for the wall bangs, hiding in trees. And Hydra wants to punch back. This is aggression through the middle of the map, but he's already been back down. The initial play stopped.
How lucky did Dashi didn't mess up that jump. We've got to stay alive for a few moments longer. Bomb teetering over towards B, so OpTic. Scrap, wait for someone to make a mistake. Uh-oh. Thieves poke out, and they get tagged.
That's Hercules backing down Scrap. So Scrap responsible for the pinch. OpTic fully control of the middle of the map, but the bomb looks like it's going to be planted on. Who's going to poke his head out and get it? A game of whack-a-mole. First blood OpTic.
Such a small window to work. Such a tiny angle against it. Back over to Hook. Can he get 2? No, he's a great IT though. He gets the info. Over to Shotzi. Here by the administrative section of the map. Hercules. Oh, boy, what a win! From the hit, no good. All down to Dashi 1v3. Bomb plant. The clutch is on. And no good. The Thieves swarm. Aggressive defense from them in the post one.
Yeah, and you see how quickly LAThieves are making these calls. Who gets the first blood? There is no time wasted. That is the players all wrapping that as quick as you can possibly ask to retake mid-map control. Then they go back to work the bomb. They were flying in these moments, reading every pinch, and obviously a perfect bait and switch to break the aces coming in from who. You know who wins that gunfight 10 out of 10 times. You need 2 players there. The shoulders have to be perfect. LAThieves, phenomenal execution. They get away with one. OpTic, that's the first blood they got, and it turns into a dominant round for LA. Stabilized, top 1-1.
There's little bait switch moments sometimes can hurt aces. Control it. And that's a great usage of it there by the Thieves. Stays up, and that's going to be damage from shots. It's going to make him rethink this play. Doubles back. Expecting maybe something here. A huge exchange of tacticals there on the inside.
Yeah, I think the coordination ever so slightly off. One nade connects, the second does not, so no first blood. Oh! They're 4v4 and Envoy zaps who. A small misstep in the movement. They don't even have the trophy.
I wonder though, we saw so many nades and the tacticals being thrown. I don't think there's much left. Oh, Ghosty run for it. Shotzi not too eager to push this one. It's a 4v2 and you sorely want to kill. Now all down to Shotzi and the Thieves. stranglehold in. And another strong round, they take the lead.
Yeah, that is gorgeous work. And again, Envoy just able to catch Hoop in that moment. I don't know if he just sort of belly bumped into the pillar, but he exposed himself for ever so slightly too long. And I mean, the round breaks down. And how quick is that? I mean, from first kill to last, that was a 10-second span. And LAThieves, Johnny on the spot, playing at a rapid pace.
Don't OpTic have an opportunity to make any plays, get anything crazy going. That's the name of the game. Don't let them think about it. Just round them out. Round 4, here we go.
They hit as well. Delicate with these cars. Mercury is the defender from OpTic around his sight. Semtex is going to be exploding maybe half of the cars available over towards it. You got to make sure if you're going for the plant, you have to have vent control as well. LAThieves, all bases covered. It's a little bit chaotic, but the bomb is down.
They're in a position where you don't necessarily get hit by any bangs, but OpTic are ready to pounce this one. The trophies are in position as well, or at least one of them is. That is going to be a danger zone now. There is an opportunity for some splash damage.
And you got to be worried about the late pitches as well. So half of OpTic going to be searching for it right to the 3X.
They're waiting for that hit now. Winding up, the shoulders are there. It's going to be Shotzi now hiding through the inside. The trades are on. 3v3. Scrap. Oh, the snap's good. On point for 2. Back over to the inside. And it's Dashi. Unbeknownst to them. What a win over the bomb site. 3-1, the Thieves.
Yeah, an AR player in the vent is a very tough spot to be. You're hoping the round develops in a different way, but it is all about the timing. OpTic knows if they're going to go for the full stack, the late pinch is going to be coming through, and Hydra always times these moments out so well. He gets the first blood, and it becomes a moment of chaos from OpTic. He's left to turn to trade him out. The rest of LAThieves, they just hit the gas pedal and start flying at you in your spawn. It feels like on dealership, LAThieves, there's no room to breathe against them. When the play starts, they are getting after it.
They're everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. 5-3 for Envoy. Stun connects there. Who knows these players live inside a small room? We've been there before. And back on up, attack to retreat. Because who carrying the bomb as well?
Yeah, they're leaving Dashi for the pinch, but A's going to call shots in front man up, cars out of the picture. But if Hydra and Envoy hit the go button, Dashi could get overwhelmed. So OpTic, they're patient in these moments. You see Dashi, he's got the intel, but if there was contact, it would have been 2 players. They're backing down. LAThieves passive for the moment. Hydra gets caught, though, and there's no second player there for the trade, so Dashi gives them the edge.
Oh, they win. Shotzi an immediate kill. Onto Envoy. An unbelievable moment. 1 man left. Scrap forward. Can he find any more kills here? It's Shotzi for 3. Might need an instant replay of that one. He did indeed shoot the Semtex out of Envoy's hand.
Yeah, how about that? An explosion in your face. LAThieves, they've been on the receiving end of that new Blackout 6 technology a few times in this tournament. But credit in my mind to Dashi. He's got the cheeky angles while Shotzi, battle different.
What a kill. Wonder he took care of business so quickly there. The second on the ghosting was good enough, and of course the third. A fantastic round. 3-2. OpTic on the bounce back.
That's good news for Shotzi, too. He was struggling early on in this game, but from 1-4 to 4-4, and Envoy's presence has been quelled.
Fast hit towards A. Rapid on the approach. Ruthless on the defense. Mercules gets his trader out. And Hoop now by the rear containers. Hydra has him dead to rights, trapped in. Still a line of sight to her.
Well, if he hits that go button, number 6 and number 8 are looking over. Hydra has to be patient.
Waiting for it. Oh, gives it up at the wrong time. Lovely damage. Here come the reinforcements. The dead name is there for it. Shotzi finds one on the other side. And now Hydra suffocated. Once again, Shotzi, 5 in a row.
Scrap for the 1v3. This is a player. You watch, you let him get to work.
Maneuvering in position. Enveloping him indeed. OpTic Texas equalize 3-all.
And from Envoy's 5-3, now it's Shotzi's turn on a 5-3 as well. Gets the first blood, and we saw it from Hydra's perspective. He knows who gets trapped in the corner, but he also knows if he tries to get that kill, he's going to die while doing it. Players on the cross, and Hydra just knows if you lose your man, you're going to have to hit the go button. And if Shotzi's not there for the coverage, I think who might have been dead to rights. Trading out Hydra either way, but Shotzi doesn't even give him hope.
So something you have to attack to work with from the inside of the dealership. He hits that go button instant. And OpTic are not, again, this time, that both teams, no one is giving anyone the chance for the clutch. Opening nade salvos, connect. Shotzi's going to be here. 1/2 of the flank watch.
Envoy and Scrap, the defenders of the B site, but OpTic just playing with the idea, waiting for a little bit of intel before they make their call.
And this is something we've seen the Thieves do all tournament long. It's a lot of patience. Let the enemy team come to you, play on their aggression. OpTic has shown so much, checked so much out, does not like when he didn't see it. And play for information now. Is it going to be enough to pull the Thieves out of their defensive hidey holes? No, not yet.
All things considered, a very quiet round. Envoy's throwing shoulders, but the B site is open. Scrap now rotating back to help with the presence through mid. OpTic, 30 seconds left, starting to run out of time. A's going to be the call. Call timing going to explain as Merc opens the door. Now Scrap head on a swivel. And you all have an island fight. Shotsi's there for the first blood. You got a Dashy versus Envoy battle, but now the site is open. The bomb's going to be planted. A 4v3 for OpTic.
I mean, that was a bamboozle and a half right there. You're going to run into a little bit of trouble. Like, wide open. Oh my word, the damage. Enough for the trades. Next man in. The damage is there again. And Scrap tagged up the run around with the wrong gun. No, but the right trigger. A big win. Envoy now fighting towards sight. All down to Shotzi on the 7th. Makes it 1v1.
We see what's going on here. Shotzi, the route, you gotta be quick, and he's not gonna get it. Scrap outplays him. Shotzi's on this streak. You don't want to take the gunfight, you just outthink the opposition. And that would have been 4 rounds in a row there from OpTic Texas. Well, they stop them in their tracks. Scrap making the heads-up plays, and not just him. Envoy outthinking the opposition as well. You had the island fight between Envoy and Dashy. Envoy leaves him, but he knows that pressure is eventually coming, and Envoy reads Dashy on the pinch. Now playing, again, Shotzi's on an 8 spree. On the gunny front, undeniable.
Absolutely. Still no streak. He's not going to call that Annihilator pistol. We're looking for a little bit more information, a little bit more damage there. A couple of stuns connects might actually help him get it, but until then, not a lot being shown either side. Similar field to the previous round.
And Shotzi wants to cross over, but he can't cross without the intel being spotted. Scrap keeping that door open. So he's watching the pinch, Tiger's watching the deep route. The other two LAThieves players working towards a Merc again, the lone defender on the A site. The support holding quick this direction. And so much noise has been made towards A, but LAThieves playing the mind games. Now you got Scrap and Hydra leading the charge through B.
It's a fake. It's a complete fake. They leave the trophies. Audio cue there to tell you that it's happening. But wait, who's in a position here to make something happen? Can we get the bomb planted? Ghosty, he's the man on it. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Shotzi. Over the top window, great coverage. Trades are there. We lose the streak. No streaks, no problem. 15 seconds to go. Dashy finding another. It's now a 2v3.
I mean, you gotta play the bomb. You gotta play the bomb the next 5 seconds. OpTic just give the kill. Oh, off in. There you go. Thieves too slow in OpTic. Run them over. In the mind games as well. It's the tech battle coming through. You have LAThieves because who's already shown they'll go for the wall bangs through the garage. They'll go for the wall bangs over on the A site. You're planning so much more aggressive. The bomb is down in that situation. It is a nightmare to attempt to get down. Thieves just no comfortability on the map in these moments. Tied up 4-4.
Love the trophy play. A sacrifice to get your boys over towards the B bomb site, but OpTic do not fall for it. They still hold players all over the map. Opening salvo from shots and nades up towards the back line of A. Glass shattered. Fenders bent. But nerves unwavering. Now as we creep forward. Vent covered. You're looking at the wall banks once again. Scrap on a hot check. He spots those players out. Numbers now starting to convert. But again, the Thieves will not move.
There's no pinching. Dashy is death. Nice first blood with the nade. The door is open. Wide open.
Damage on the attack. Gets it out back on Mercury. He's got no hope there. He has to run for it. Finds a new piece of cover. Into the foxhole he goes. Will the Thieves flush him out? They do indeed. Absolutely devastating. Map point. LAThieves.
And that is a dangerous moment. You're trying to get the plan down at the A site next to all of those cars, and if you don't have the trophies in the right spot, well, you explode. Great first blood there from Ghosty. It's all about the timing towards that.
A trophy in either the position where we saw Mercury fighting from or over by the bomb site would have been ideal there. moment of mismanagement there and getting timing off on that round. They didn't have one available. An ambitious play to go there without that coverage.
Outside of Shotzi's 8 spree, LAThieves have been outplaying. They got the sneak defuse coming through from Scrap. They got the first blood battle with the attack, and now you got a full stack on the A side.
Back out we go again. The Thunder trophies in play. That nade's going to land. There plays big damage. Not off the cars to go move just yet. And it's on point now. Mounting in the tops. Damage on a who what a kill. On first blood. His teammates now maneuvering. Scrap on a wide flank. We'll see him later. We might not see the round at all. Hydra finds another kill as we get in towards the site. On the flank. Scrap gets it. The second. The back to the feet.
Taking it down on one of their best. LAThieves, that is a bounce-back performance, and on dealership, picked them apart. The plays were there, the first blood's on point, and OpTic wanted to be aggressive on the A site on defense, and Envoy shred 2 for the first blood. Shotzi feels obligated to get the trade, but LAThieves, the teamwork being shown off there, and late finish for Scrap just to seal the deal. A battle on dealership, and in my mind, the moment of that game is the 1v1 between Shotzi and Scrap. That is when Shotzi has the hottest of hot hands. He was on an 8 spree. Scrap doesn't want to deal with the funny business, doesn't want to enjoy the finesse, sticks the bomb and outthinks the opposition. LAThieves on point.
Crazy stuff. While that dealership comes to a close, 1 mark out of half. Hacienda up next. Getting control, see how it goes. Thieves obviously very good at the mode, but they are fallible. They have a couple of holes in the arm. See if OpTic can get underneath them. We will see that full hard point. Whatever happens here, crazy start to the day. Wonderful work. Now it's over to the desk, or should I say, just the nameless from Map 1 Breakdown. Take it away, brother.
Hey, we got a banger on our hands, huh, Miles and Chance? You guys doing great up there. Listen, this first hard point was electric, and the ending we're going to break down for you guys. If you're wondering if you and the crowd were affecting the game, I believe you were, and here is why. So we're getting down to the end of the game here, 220 to 243, as you can see up top. And what happens here is you see all the OpTic players. They're trying to make this messy. There's only 20 seconds left on this hill, so you got 3 players coming in around back. You got Hercules right here. He's trying to pinch through up top. And what happens is there's an amazing hold here by the LAThieves. They end up holding it off, but what happens is right at the end of the hard point, we'll jump back into the meme map. I'll show you guys where the mistake happens, and I believe the moment got to the LAThieves. So you see, Hercules comes through, he finds the kill, they pinch the time. They're just trying to make it scrappy. But what happens is LAThieves hold this. Huge kill by Envoy, another huge kill by Hydra, and now in this situation, this is what LAThieves want. They have OpTic spawning out. They're getting ready to rotate over towards new time, but everyone leaves. They leave the hill with a little bit of time remaining, and Dashy spawns in the back, which is what cannot happen. You have to have somebody holding that whole time so Dashy doesn't get that pinch spawn, and they don't turn around. You look at the bottom of your map, nobody turns around if you're LAThieves, a mistake that we do not see from a team of this caliber. They end up turning around too late after Dashy finds the burst on Envoy. He gets the second on the Scrap, and that is game over. I believe the crowd got them, but they're able to settle in that game number 2. An electric map number 1. We got the rest of the series, but before that, we have our Scuff Lucky Row with Guy Blaze.
Thank you so much, and man, DreamHack, you guys are awesome. Look at this crowd. Make some noise for yourself. And let's make some noise for Scuff Gaming, because yet again, it is time for our Scuff Lucky Row, and it is going to be our front row here, who has been bringing the energy all weekend long. Make some noise from everybody, because I got a lot of giveaways this weekend, and I'm looking for the loudest fans out there in the crowd. We still got Map 3 coming up. This is the banger of the series, but let's do a vibe check right now. I want to wake y'all up. OpTic fans, where y'all in the building? These fans, where y'all at? It's electric out here. That's going to do it for me. Let's get back to the series.
Thank you very much, Blaze. What do you know?
A little bit of an even noise there for the crowd. Excited to go control.
How would you feel on this? Chance? Obviously, the numbers there.
I mean, look, as we say it all turned along, Thieves control, best team in the game. That being said, they have fallen flat on occasion. Ultra were able to take them down on the vault. Now we're going to be playing on a Hasi, and obviously OpTic. We've seen the improvements over the course of time. Clearly bringing the heat. The gunny's on point. Shotzi still going on sprees in hard point and S&D alike. Maybe that's going to be my player to watch, but the AR is going to be having a battle as well. This is the type of map that if OpTic loses, they go, whatever. We were kind of expecting this. It's all good for the control. We're prepared for everything else. If they pull off the win in their cells, the uncontrollable. Look into that.
all hard point after this, no matter what happens. As we get to that game 5, Rewind will be a lot of fun. It's such a welcome addition to the map pool here in BO6, whether it be hard point or search. Love it, what I'm seeing there. Hacienda, Black Ops 4, fan favorite. In control, I mean, it's a little contested between players, fans alike, but either way, it's the map we are going to be seeing here. Coaches on stage still getting it done, whispering sweet nothings when their players is.
Yeah, and it is, of course, the rattiest of the control maps we have. And what we mean by ratty, it is both on the offensive and defensive end. When you actually get players tucked away in their spawn, the amount of different corners and things you're going to have to clear and check to actually make it out, it's impossible to do. You only get one stun grenade per life, so it can be very difficult to deal with. Scrap, one of the very best at handling the chaos, and then Ghosty topping the leaderboard. This is how effective they are on the objective. And Scrap, one of the best players in the game, not known for his objective prowess in the slightest. He stays away from it if he can. In control, that's not going to be the case. He has made the time his home.
Taking the kills from the zone. Great work there on the attack, so against statistically looking for those rounds to be a little bit favoured, just purely on this weekend alone for the Thieves. But hey, as we said, there's something in the air here in DreamHack, there's something magical taking place here in Texas. We'll see how the win goes. An air of nervous tension there for the Thieves. Is it the normal? Is it the usual? It was a little there from Sender, slightly different to what we've seen him do for the boys. Fist bumps, handshakes, a little bit of a shoulder shrug. Check that energy now going into the map. Map number 3, tied up 1-1. LAThieves, OpTic, Texas. Here we go to Hacienda.
How about that? The two best control teams right now throughout the stage, identical records, both of which lost their most recent. So while we highlight how Scrap and Ghosty, two of the top 3 players on the objective, on the defensive end is where OpTic have been the best in the game. Gonna have that oscillating battle between these two squads, but OpTic on the attack first, swarming close hallways. Scrap for the first blood, but the salvo commences. OpTic at the edge in the kills department. They actually had a body over towards A, but you're looking for your next set of kills.
The way control works through the conflict. 2 zones, you can capture them, or you can eliminate your enemy 30 times. You've got lives in each of these rounds, whichever one you get done first. That's how you secure the win. First to 3 as well. Dashi doing a cat out by the zone. Lovely work there on the steps by Office. One of the power positions we're going to be going back to a lot.
Yeah, that was the most important battle for LAThieves. Wow! Get out of your spawn. Hydra trades out that kill on Envoy, Dashi shreds, but now for OpTic, they don't have a ton of space on the map, and if you're forced to go to A first, very difficult to make something happen. So that Ghosty from the top row takes him down.
Not a friendly ghost, I'll tell you that much. 21 lines outside, 45 seconds left to play.
And this is where hell basically gets developed. Number 5 spawning absolute deaths, everybody else running through the rock hall, and again, if the A zone is where you're having to capture first, so much more difficult to orchestrate. The guy on top already overwhelmed. More kills getting traded out, but for Thieves, you're still playing keep away, and only 35 seconds left on the game clock.
1/3 of A captured. B nearly done as well. Shotzi now making a bit of a run. This is great timing. Oh yeah, you catch on by reload. Love that. Here we go. First segment done. The stack though, there's going to be 3 players over here. The nade will not connect. That's going to help the catch go a little faster. Sadly, teammates are all dead. LAThieves doing this alone now. Reinforcements in the form of food now running through 10. He's gone as well. Feeds hold.
Yeah, and once again, going to be spawning out in depth. It's going to be a long round. They might be forced to go to the A zone first. Dashi. Oh! Traded. Nice little slide there on Scrap. So maybe a little bit of a give. You trade on all 3. You're looking for one player. That's Ghosty up top. Who dealing with them? And he gets dealt with. X-ray vision. And the trade's flowing through. 25 seconds left. 2 seconds cap.
Who's going to help out here? 2 seconds on A. Going to give shots. Ooh, shots to some clearance now to work towards the backside of B. Keeping the Thieves guessing. They get brought down left, right, and center.
And Scrap trying to kill Shotzi. He has been hunting him down, tags in the back. And now you got to capture on both zones. OpTic are making magic out of this round, and the A zone is captured. A 3-life lead in an extra minute to the clock. Wonderful stuff for OpTic.
Great fluid gameplay here from Shotzi. He's roaming all over. Difficult to deal with him, difficult to pin him down. And on a Dashi, whose gun is smoking hot. Second segment of B gone. Shotzi in a close play. Tin safe. Next man in gone. No lives left for the LAThieves. This should be the round, and it sure is. Well, I do declare. What a record.
And that is around for OpTic Texas. They had to work for it. They were not being given any gifts off the rip, but it is Dasher with the best play. The slide kills up close and personal. And he basically slid from a standstill, 0 to 60 in 0 seconds flat in a 10-kill round there from Big Bruce. Winning the first round of attack is a massive thing from OpTic again. It is their defense that has set them apart, already the advantage. For LAT, it is a rarity to see two best players in the game, Scrap and Hydra, yet to hit their flow, 6 and 12 combined.
We hit B off the rip. The Sonomat Hydra is going to be working his way around the outside for quite a minute. That's going to be now an A capture as well. So got OpTic guessing. They're still committing towards the east side of the map. Mercury dives back on the inside. Goes toe-to-toe with Hydra. The trades are good. A little bit of progress on both zones. Now away.
Still though, just a solo capture, building for the extra rate of kills. Shotzi flanking the hallways, Dashy up top, who gets the first kill? Look at the minimap. OpTic players are everywhere right now. Envoy, not comfortable in the slightest. Forced off the A zone, and that is just the aura of Shotzi in the back line, slowing everybody down. Envoy's looking for the spawn kills. He's battling against who drops him, and now Shotzi crawling around your base, finally gets straightened out, but there is no bad pressure whatsoever for LAThieves.
He's trying to take a breath.
Mercury, this is still not cover.
Oh, no way, no way. He gets two. Third man down as well, so Thieves, you are back in the driveway, boys. May as well put your seatbelts back on. You're going nowhere.
Spawn trap blunder. Now Shotzi again from every. Oh! DAR gives you something extra. And him and Mercury taking turns, popping pieces. And this is the ratty style we're talking about. Just for LAThieves to get out of spawn, so many things you have to check. And they've made it now just to the 50-yard line. Still have to get past Shotzi.
Just needs to be there to slow somebody down. Should be able to get across the board. Goes through there. Down below, though, it's kills from Dashy. He's on the right flank. He's not going to let those players get any closer either. Hook, waiting for it. One more patience. 7 seconds. Pause. Oh, sneaky devils. They get away for a second. Hydra from behind. 2 dead to his name. And you're still going. Second segment A.
LAThieves trying to make a little bit of magic. That zone is falling. And there's a nice little freeze-free. Envoy doesn't get the drop on Mercules, but the A zone secured nonetheless.
Capped it. Copped it a little late, but that's fine. Hydra, what a play from behind enemy lines. Unfortunate timing for Shotzi. And Dashy continues to just be an immovable object. Scrap has to bounce back. 50 seconds to go.
Well, great job of playing his life and keep up the pressure. Hydra's going to get in the picture in just a second, but you already lose Ghosty Mercules. Such heads up on the gameplay front. An Envoy on the pinch. His teammates need to wait for him. He's currently making the play.
Oh, that's a wonderful bit of timing from Hoops the Nuke.
9 to 14. Thieves. Not out of this yet.
And again, to get out of lobby, it takes so much time, which LAThieves do not have.
The clock goes red. The Thieves got a tunnel vision a little bit here. You have to get towards those zones. You're trying to give OpTic as much respect as possible. They could be in any corner. And there are hundreds here on Hacienda. A big win out of Ghosty. You've got to bring the gunny now. You have to find the kills. 10 seconds. You've got to get on the zone, boys. You've got to make something happen. And Scrap. He's on.
Well, last ditch effort, and you're getting surrounded. I mean, the pitch is coming through, and it's too quick, it's too overwhelming, and Ghosty throttle. OpTic Texas on defense, deliver. In just the feeling of this game right now, Thieves feel so flat. It doesn't seem like there's energy in the gameplay, and everywhere they go, they're just getting dropped. And I mean, so much time both Mercules and Shotzi just spent inside of their base. Different spots in lobby, cornered up wherever you want them. It's the rookie. 12 kills in the best play. OpTic, a sizable advantage on the map.
Thieves not looking like themselves. A distinct lack of confidence there. They spent so much time worrying about the attack, worrying about where it could be. Instead of just doing what they have done for so long this season, which is just be
in 2 rounds in, LAThieves currently being outslayed by 14 kills. On the flip side, all 4 players for OpTic positive.
To be, we march. The green wall at their back now. OpTic Texas has got themselves onto the zone. Trophies into position. Blood drawn, yeah, there we go. Scrap's going to get the first. Hydra gets involved as well, but that was something. Good kills for the contestants there. That's going to make the segment safe. Mercury's down. Thieves back in it.
Hell of a try, but now you have to stranglehold setup. Hydra, he's got the cut over towards Rocket. The information on Dashy, there's nowhere to go. You got Envoy roaming the top, always Ghostie's going to be on the flip side, and really no open avenue of attack. Reaction time, great, but Envoy still traps him, and Hook a little bit extra there on Scrap, but nonetheless, the trade you expect to be quick. Hook and Shotzi, the dynamic duo, world championship, teammates together, deliver the B-Zone wide open.
That's big. Good shots out. Hook knows he's around. Left, right, which way? Segment. Secure the B. Light flush shot enough to kill. 3 dead immediately. And the next wave of spawners coming up to the middle of the map. Shots going to take the low round. No one here from Thieves just yet, but Envoy should spy this play. Trade's complete. OpTic still down in the line. Thieves starting to get the ball rolling.
They're waiting on the play call. Looks like Shotzi is roaming over towards the B side. There's just no support. You got Ghosty playing for the cuts. Shotzi is the lone man. No one there to look over. And that is 3 players to overwhelm him. Ghosty gets dealt with, so OpTic, now you can just look forward and at least you forced a team kill. Problem is 15 seconds left and no one is on its own.
The OpTic in a position to maybe hop on towards B, but you're looking for 1 or 2 kills. Stun connects. Bad news. Can who get 2? No, he cannot. 11 seconds now paused on A. Mercury's got with some insane gunfights. Number 1 done. Next one on its way. But good news, he does get the segment. The objective battle now. OpTic's doing a great job.
They're trying to cover everything. They're even swapping out positions just the right job. You see Mercury loses the gunfight on time, and Dashy has to flood to the zone, and they get stopped in their tracks. LAThieves on the board, a defensive round win. But the pace of this game, you can see how much we have slowed down on land. So many lives left remaining for both these teams before the rounds end. OpTic are really trying to dial in. Everybody just watching every avenue of attack, but it's all solo missions. I mean, Hook, he has 2 kids over on the plat, 2 kids coming up the stairs. The information is great, but so difficult for every single player to have to win their individual gunfights. He's there to break him down, but of course for OpTic, good news, they're back on defense. They're bread and butter.
Yeah, no actionable intel. So it's really working there. Thieves was 1 round on the board. Sometimes that's all you need. And this might be enough, folks, to get this series back on track for this map. And this mode has been theirs. A freebie. Nearly every series they have played for the last 90 days. Over to B we go.
Shout out Codcaster for breaking, as we are used to. 3 number 5s on the map. Have fun keeping track of this, just like the pros. Have fun keeping track of guys like Hydra already cornered up in flat. The tip of the spear right now for his team. And they have pressure on A, and Hydra's waiting to snap in position. Once the noise breaks out, he's going to start shooting players in the back.
It's a heavy stack towards B as far as defense is concerned. Hook, in this fight, you're looking great. You can slow down a little. Teammates not going to be in a position to help whatsoever. So, okay, that's the B side of the map. Clean up. Oh boy. Scrap with 9 HP. You've got a chance to dive onto A and finish that segment, but the B zone capture taking place at the same time. And oh boy, over the window we go.
It's still just a solo capture. Both of these teams, they're trying to control as much as possible on capturing these zones. And for LAThieves, in a little bit of progress, but no segments are actually secured. Still a tough spot. They're looking for a clean wipe, but OpTic for the moment not giving it to them.
No, we're playing very sensible. Second segment, A-Long gone. Mercury's and Shotzi get involved. Start to rustle the chippies of the Thieves players now. Couple of big kills. Ghosty down as well. Scrap picking up everything he possibly can. Single life lead here for Thieves.
I mean, this game has just been a slow trickle, suffocating, so difficult to orchestrate. And again, we haven't had even a 3 down, let alone a 4 from either side. But B's going to be the call. Scrap again. Everyone's just trying to hold their lane and do what you can. And OpTic, need to swarm on the B zone, but only a solo capture. They have the time.
Slow hit now. OpTic working their way through the backside. There's the contest. Boys holding the nerves. The 2-2 split. The 2 on the zone are down. The 2 rovers now. All that remain for the Thieves in this play. 30 seconds. What? The slash on a Hook. Scrap cuts him down towards the time, and he's got away with his life again. Somehow, Mercury finds 2. Envoy on A.
You got the A zone though, a minute and a half now to work with. LAThieves in the middle of that, able to bail themselves out. 2 players coming out of spawn, and Envoy's going to make it 3. the pace of this game, we are playing chess right now with these two teams.
Look at the option line right now, all over the place on defense. Thieves. Again, you're trying to find anything. They're so hard to pin down, they're so hard to find. Hydra. Empties his Jackal into the pre-fire. Trophy in position here, and still it's done, so we're going to be able to get the contest going for a second, but that's the opportunity you have. Big wins for Scrap. The second not going to be there. You clear up the point for a moment for Hydra, trying to save it out for the boys.
Exactly, last man standing. He's giving you a shot in the back, and now this is going to be the zone. Everybody else coming out of spawn. This is it for LAThieves to force the final round. In shots, he gets caught in as well. Number 5, guess who it is? Cookie in the yellow. Going. Oh! The B zone secured in the slow trickle of this round. A number of little moments that have to be orchestrated by LAThieves to make it happen. If Scrap doesn't get these knife kills, you don't win this round. If Ghosty isn't perfectly timing this out on the pinch, you do not win this round. Everybody trying to play such a controlled game of Call of Duty in this moment. But from down 2-0, Thieves, they have fought back. We're going to a round 5.
That's a slow, steady round. And they have been long rounds. OpTic veracity in the first two. Seems like a thing of the past now. Final round. The defense decided by who captures the most segments, and the Thieves have done it. OpTic receives an attack once more. Big work out Dashi so far on the map, 26 and 18. Who can't slide through those fire, and that's a 2 dead, 3 dead. Last man Shotzi. But where is it?
This is the first time in the game you get a clean 3-man wipe. Now Envoy's going to be spawn killing. He's dealing with 3 players out of it, and the longer he slows them down, the better. He wins his one. You get Mercules falling in the feed, everybody dying, and finally we see a clean 3 down in LAThieves. The momentum, you can trust it here.
The trap is set. Can you spring forth from an OpTic? Envoy can't get the 4. You've got an open window now to leap out of. Send it over towards the B side. That's exactly where we're going now with Ghosty still on the 4 spree, and he is on the hunt. And he has found his quarry.
Yeah, that's a 5 spree coming in for Ghosty, and out towards B, but now it's Mercules. Once again, the lone man for the team on the B zone, and he's getting no support. You're getting cut down ruthlessly. This is why we're playing the chess game. 1-3 down against a team like LAThieves, and there is no looking back.
No hope. There's no air in the lungs. There's no space to work with. You have to battle tooth and nail to escape it. Scrap. When you bring down one, another fills its hole immediately. 7 spree Ghosty looking for number 8. The drive-by intel, Hook falls down and gets it. Upstairs though, okay, we're on.
Well, Ghosty out spawn though, he's got the health form, he can call it in. Both these zones are wide out in the open, and here comes death from above.
Yeah, this is going to sting. You're going to make your way inside 10, but that's the safe place to be. Over spawn. Catches 1 out of it. Scrap sent in for the kill. 1. The second, not with a pistol, not with a knife. It's with Hydra. And with that play, the map should be theirs. The Thieves complete the reverse sweep here in control. Their mode, their map, their lead in the series.
And damn Dan Ghosty showing up big for the team. The Hellstorm, he's getting streamed out. Both weapons that kid is utilizing. OpTic were the team that scouted it out and found that talent. They gave him away. LAThieves, they took their prize. And he bears them out there in the control. But if that indicates the level of Call of Duty we are playing out in this series, how slow is that control? We have never seen anything like it. Because both of these teams know, with how good OpTic is on the defensive end, with how good LAThieves are in the mode, the moment that, not even a 4-down, the moment the 3-man wipe is, you know Thieves are going to be dialed in. They're going to start facilitating and just throw you into the absolute blender. Scrap and Hydra started slow, absolutely bounced back for a long time. The first 2 rounds, all 4 players on LAT, negative, almost all of them finished positive. And on the flip side, the opposite story can be told. As electric as Dashi was in those first 2 rounds, he was stuck in the finals.
As far as the stats go, and the description of this map being a crack, 1 corners, individual plays across the board. It's non-trading, it was not assists on this map. Our team was getting whatsoever. First 2 rounds, absolutely decisive from OpTic. The reverse sweep complete, 3 straight from the Thieves, back to the top of the control pile they go.
And it is quite literally a battle of like every single player and every every given moment has to deliver. Little on this is 30 seconds left, and they have neither zone captured in this moment. Just to get the OpTic player back in spawn frees up so much time for guys like Yossi to eventually get to work. But you have to play, especially on the attacking end, your life so hard to make sure you don't have it. But this is just the opening break is where they get that 3-man wipe. And that is a opening break that costed you the game. LAThieves deliver their resolve second to none.
I think that might be my favorite knife kill I've seen in the Black Ops this year. Strap, the big slide. Don't even see a couple of times the zip line on Protocol. That might be the one for me. I'll hang that one on my digital wall of memories here from the major. What memories we have got from this one. LAThieves take the lead. Lower bracket matchup. The pressure certainly on the loser goes home here on this Sunday. You've come so far. And OpTic have showed the fight. We broke the dealership and has the end amazing moment. Are we in La La Land? Is this the end of the road? Or Vault Hardpoint? OpTic showed their dominance, they showed their prowess on the skyline. Now they're taking another easy one from one of the best in the game.
LAThieves, though, they just feel like the momentum killers, even in the S&D, where OpTic starts to go on a run, where Shotzi goes on an 8 spree, who's there to stop him in his tracks. Scrap plays against Shotzi in the 1v1, hits the sneak defuse and just outplays him. Who does Scrap get the knife kill on to sort of keep things active? He got it on Shotzi as well. Has the number. Now you get the smile starting to roll out. LAThieves always feel a lot more comfortable after winning control. Of course, though, from OpTic Texas, the coaches already know. Very difficult, even with the 2-0 leading control, to take this team down. They're relying on their hard point. They need to get sort of the anti-Neslo vibe going. Obviously on that one, Shotzi and Hoop absolutely on point. Doing 360s on the map, hit their flow state on Skyline. They need it on ball.
Nice hill time as well. Against Skyline certainly helps you basically spawn up. You catch a kill, you dive right into the hill. It's always very, very close by. Little different here on ball. We're looking at rotation. We're looking at getting to the new hard point in time to secure that position for you boys. Not an easier map, not a different one, a lot different to be honest. See if this style suits OpTic. That's the end versus Mini, big win. Rewind versus Mini, big win. They lose the phase with both of those hard points as well. Let's see how this one goes. First hold in a minute. Thieves, this is for the win.
Certainly worth another go from OpTic. They love themselves some ball hardpoint. Hook has had some electric maps on it, and they haven't been able to get it in their series as of recent. It has been a square-up battle for these two teams, and on Vault, the exact same story will be told. We're squaring up OpTic. Desperation effort. You lose this, your tournament ends.
After the usual P1, center of the map. Tons of ways in. A little bit of elevation to do with as well. That's what Envoy's finding his kills on the catwalk upstairs there. And Shotzi's just being annoying. Very difficult to deal with, getting lovely damage across the board. Even more damage, nades, you name it. We've got a lot of circles taking place here. So good news again for the OpTic guys. Or maybe not, let's find out. Thieves in a position for P2 as well.
Yeah, Thieves just playing the pressure game. Not only do they have a little bit of that extra P1 time, but they were just allowed to sort of push this down off the flip the spawn. And they're going to maintain them. Key gunfight win by Dylan Envoy. He's got 4 already, and you see him backing all the way up just to play those spawns. They'll happily trade away 10 seconds P1 time to get this rotation one, and they have it under lock and key. Ghost will be the hill kid, the man getting on the time, and Envoy's pushed out. He falls, but he should spawn right back up in the backer towards the new time. LAThieves, they time their deaths out well.
Scrap has just bodied Ghosty. And that's a bad look. Who, the hot tub man, not that hot tub man, doesn't quite work out for him as he gets drowned over there. 3 comes to a close. Shotzi now roaming across the map, finding another one. Ghosty's another. That, 2 spree. Another one that will go on Thieves' control.
Yeah, a small misstep with the team kill, but they reposition immediately because they always have the back spawns, and obviously Hydra buying them so much presence and time when he was roaming in the catwalk. Well, now it's Ghosty's turn. Is it the AR? Is he a sub? I don't know, but he was on a 4 spree there. LAThieves dialed in. They made sure to put the extra importance on the P2, and it has given them a 20-second lead for the moment. Still, though, a little fight for the scrap time. And who might be the one to get it? So a 2-piece for a little something extra, and more importantly from OpTic, left side spawns, Mercury's going to top bar, but Thieves, I mean, they're prowling. They just ran him over on the actual time.
Well, on paper, everything was fantastic there for your boys who agree. Mercules will probably exhaust his ammunition supply from this position. I just want to give this one up, Dashy, throw him in the middle of the map. Don't let anyone get through, doesn't like to get through the time either. You're able to contest the hard point from these double doors. You stop your opponent getting time if you get a body in there as well. And don't forget the game clock. It has come down to it here on ball a few times this year alone.
Look at that positioning from Envoy. Yeah, Merc is going to have to jump out just to get the kill. Secures it, but still no time. And now this is an interesting moment because you got Scrap actually working the pinch, and he gets great timing to get past two. And Scrap awesome. So all that emphasis now from Spawn, and Scrap rips it right. He ends up in a pinch though. And they're still spawning behind him. So these get every single kill that LA. I mean, maybe they'll try to take the P3 time. This is a mixy mini-map.
Goes to stumble through. What a win.
Manages to do it with a very low amount of HP on the Scrap to get two. He has been shooting, ladies and gentlemen. New hard point open for business. And the LAThieves have stolen.
Yeah, 10 kills and 3 hills, and he's meant to pop off and set his team up for the show. Here comes the money hill. A tie game when the hill pops. LAThieves just out collecting the money hill.
And the Thieves have cracked open the ATM. On the Dashy and Mercules, trying to make calls on the approach. Great shot from Mercules. He plucks Tiger from his perch. Goes to Scrap on the inside. And they've been pushed back. Young Merc in. Pistol out. Who wins it? OpTic get the hard point, but they don't have the position.
Brother, are we serious? Merc is coming with a jackal like that? That is insanity. And still somehow, outside of Mercules, nothing is cooking from OpTic. You're trying to get the nade in through time. And successful at it. You get the kill on Hydra. Merc is winning some wicked ones. But on a money hill, it is money for a reason. You get the back spawn, and it's not maybe a perfect full 60, but enough for them to bump up and get a 40-point lead. LAThieves, they get some magic happen.
Right, my shorts. And Envoy finding two with his aims. A great first set. 40-something point lead right now. The Thieves on the climb once again. They've got P1. It wasn't bad the first time around. Again, we're more worried about the P2s and P4s on this map. That's the low right and the low left. And right now, this could be another 4 dead moment to Scrap. The dance is there. The hoop around the pillars stays alive.
All four. Another one of those all 4 moments for LAThieves, and everybody jumps in position. They got the hookah pressure. They got pressure around the time, and another screen from Ghosty. 4 in a row again. And right now, he's the main slayer.
Got the cement shoes on the chassis there. Slowed him right down. Scrap on time as well. This is wicked work once again. Out of the Thieves. Ghosty on a 4 spree. He's soaking away halfway towards the Hellstorm. They're pretty handy down in this map, but that's a good 2 dead. Now 3 dead. Thieves split spawns.
Yeah, and that's 1 player spawning out, so Hydra on the back line over towards P2. He's going to have to make some type of play to get his teammates new. Hoop is hunting, but the off angle. Hoop does a great job of staying alive. The reinforcements are here, but all 8 players on the minimap right around this time.
Wow, there's now the backside of P2. All good. Hoop fighting for his life. Finally brought down.
And how about that bailout almost from Hydra? He was going, oh my! All the time, and it's time for Dan Ghosty to continue to slay.
2 at that range, I don't believe it.
Goes for the wrap. Back to Ruggs, unfortunately cut down. And now you don't have the numbers. Scrap trying to buy his boys as much time, allow them out of spawn and back into the fray. Back to the front. He gets himself 2, and that's going to be the break. It's not the break of spawns, but it's 25 seconds. OpTic happy to take it. I'm not sure if they can hold it though. Still in close, and now with a pinch to the front, here come the Thieves.
Mercules is unbelievable, man. He's having himself a map. He gets a 3-piece there for that break. He is trying to do everything for this team. So it's Ghosty and Scrap on one side. It's Mercules on the other. Dashy, another map 4 where he's a little bit slow. You cannot afford to slow down. It's a close game for the moment, but again, top art control right now in hands of Ghosty. Mercules trying to be the guy to break it down, but ultimately, LAThieves in a much more comfortable spot.
Great spot here at P3. There, 2 and 4 have been the money hills. Money talks, and now so do the Thieves.
And that's all 4. Mercules wins the key one. You get the spawns, block OpTic. The opportunity to go on a run.
And they on a run. Now go for a listen in with the LAThieves.
One time. Man, go play. Nice. One more, you. Yeah, mid pillar, one time. Mid pillar, we should need some. Mid. I'm just looking at the back. Two still mid. Top right. He didn't go right. Went you. And then top demo. You did nice top demo. Big P4, yo. P4 wins the game.
I have it.
Fantastic listening with the LAThieves. Fantastic work there in their comms.
Yeah, they can feel it, man. They called out correctly. P4 is where you're going to break them down now. OpTic are trying to get a little bit further break the time, and they're just going to be sprinting into dead. Dashy's present, not felt in the slightest, and everybody else on LA are shouting like this. No respect right now in these gunfights. LAThieves are running them over.
They're in a minute gunfights they don't want to take, and get put in the worst possible position. Thieves poised to take the series. Through the backline now, nothing there. Mercury's gets gunned. Frontline gone. The Phenom is starting to take over. A quick dip, a quick bath in these cooling waters as 25 points is all they need.
Yeah, Hydro washing off his sins. He's taking deep routes on a P4, flanking him in their spawn, and he is laying waste to the enemy. GG, go new. It is not remotely close. LAThieves on vault. Handle OpTic Texas. Their victory lap on P2.
They've evidently complete. We've got the hard point in control now. There is a Hellstorm in the back pocket. Ghosty sending it now. Trophy systems on time. 20 to go. As the Thieves still march across hall like rolling thunder. Hydra through front. Ghosty now on a time. Mercury's holds up 2-piece for the Aegis.
Yeah, a 3-piece there for Mercury. He is the only one on OpTic doing anything for this team. You don't have the rotations, you don't have the bodies towards the new time, and you don't have a snowball chance in hell. Hydra roaming the ARs on point. 5 more seconds. LAThieves win this game.
And that is it. The final moment sealed. DreamHack silenced. I've seen a sea of green, but red jerseys too. What a wonderful map from the LAThieves. What a wonderful series. Commiserations to OpTic. Their run of DreamHack here comes to an end. And what a moment it could have been. A victory here would have changed their season so dramatically for Champs. The Champs was it. Mission complete. You are going to the biggest event of the year.
No doubt about it. OpTic Texas looking like a much more lethal threat going into that tournament, but LAThieves removed all doubt. They stopped the pressure on the dealership. They killed that momentum shot to go on an 8-free. Scrap outplays them down 2-0 on the control. It is LAThieves' best mode for a reason, and the type of ball that removes all doubt. The venue's mass exodus happens once again.
Yeah, that was the moment, man. You absolutely had to close out the control. It was within grasp. And the tighter and tighter they tried to